A woman in your workplace is creating a trap behind a smiling face. My beloved child, listen closely, because what I am about to reveal is not ordinary, and it is not random. In your workplace, where smiles feel harmless and greetings sound polite, there is a silent pattern forming around you. You may sense it as a small discomfort, a pause in the air when she enters the room, a sweetness that feels slightly rehearsed. That smiling face is not what it seems. Every kind word, every helpful gesture, is part of a design meant to lower your guard. Don't skip this moment. Something huge is waiting for you in these words. You are being observed, not with hatred, but with calculation. And the most dangerous plans are the ones that feel friendly. Look carefully at how conversations change when she is near. Notice how stories about you travel faster than they should, how your name appears in places you never spoke it. She laughs easily, agrees quickly, and makes you feel understood, but behind that calm expression is a silent rehearsal of outcomes. Stay till the end, because this is where most people miss the sign. The trap is not loud, it is patient. It is built from trust, from small favors, from moments that seem forgettable. She is not rushing, because she knows timing is power. Don't skip this warning. The smile is the disguise, and comfort is the doorway. Now listen with focus, because this is the turning point. You are not weak for trusting, and you are not foolish for believing in good intentions. But awareness is your shield. Something huge is waiting for you if you understand this early. Watch actions, not expressions. Measure consistency, not charm. The moment you stop reacting and start observing, the trap loses its shape. Stay till the end of this message in your heart, because clarity will protect you better than fear ever could. What is unfolding behind that smile can only succeed if you remain unaware. And you are no longer unaware. Listen with a steady heart now, because the picture is becoming clearer, and clarity always arrives quietly. The workplace feels normal on the surface, yet subtle shifts are happening around you. Meetings change tone, opinions appear that don't sound like your own, and decisions seem influenced by invisible whispers. This is how the trap tightens, not by force, but by suggestion. Don't skip this part, because understanding this stage changes everything. She positions herself as harmless, as supportive, as someone who only wants to help, while gently shaping how others see you. The danger is not direct conflict, it is the slow rewrite of your image. Notice how she mirrors your emotions, agrees just enough, and asks questions that feel caring but are actually collecting details. Stay till the end, because this awareness is rare. Those details are not kept private. They are stored, rearranged, and released at moments that benefit her plan. You may feel moments of confusion, wondering why reactions don't match your actions. This is not coincidence. Something huge is waiting for you when you realize that silence can be louder than accusation. She rarely confronts, instead, she lets others form conclusions she has already guided. Don't skip this truth, manipulation often hides behind empathy. Now understand this clearly, and let it settle without fear. You are not trapped yet. The trap only works when you rush, explain too much, or seek approval from the wrong place. Stay till the end of this realization. Calm observation is your strength. Speak less, document more, and trust patterns over promises. Something huge is waiting for you when you stop feeding the narrative and start protecting your space. The smiling face depends on your emotional reactions. When those reactions fade, the structure weakens. This is not about confrontation. It is about quiet power. And quiet power always wins. Now the atmosphere shifts, and you can feel it even if no one speaks about it openly. The energy around your work, your presence, and your progress starts to feel slightly heavier, as if unseen pressure is being applied. This is the phase where the trap tests you. Don't skip this moment, because this is where many people lose their balance. Small misunderstandings appear, tiny delays happen, and your confidence is silently challenged. None of this is accidental. It is designed to make you question yourself while she remains calm, composed, and smiling in plain sight. Watch how she steps back just enough to appear uninvolved while still influencing outcomes. Stay till the end, because this detail matters more than you think. She allows others to carry her words, so her hands look clean. If something goes wrong, it never traces back to her directly. You may notice a strange pattern where problems arise after private conversations, or where your ideas return altered, credited differently, or delayed. Don't skip this awareness. This stage is about erosion, not attack. The goal is to make you feel smaller without ever touching you. Now hear this with absolute clarity. You are not here to fight shadows. Something huge is waiting for you when you choose stability over reaction. Continue showing consistency, professionalism, and emotional control. Stay till the end of this truth. The more grounded you remain, the more exposed the manipulation becomes. Time is not working against you, it is working for you. The trap relies on impatience and emotional leaks. When you refuse to give either, the plan begins to collapse quietly, and the smiling face loses its power without ever being confronted. A deeper layer now reveals itself, and this is where awareness becomes protection. The situation may start to feel unfair, even isolating, as if you are standing in a room where decisions are being made without your presence. This is intentional. Don't skip this moment, because this is where the trap hopes you will speak too much or react too fast. The smiling face remains consistent, calm, almost supportive, while pressure quietly surrounds you from unexpected directions. Stay till the end, because this phase is meant to exhaust you emotionally, not defeat you openly. Pay attention to how responsibility is subtly redirected. Tasks become unclear, expectations shift without notice, and accountability seems to float away when clarity is needed most. Something huge is waiting for you if you see this pattern early. She does not push you forward or block you directly, instead, she creates confusion and lets the system do the work. Don't skip this truth. Confusion is the smoke screen. When people are confused, they stop asking the right questions. And when questions disappear, control quietly takes over. Now anchor yourself in this final realization of this part. You are not powerless here. Stay till the end of this message in your mind. Precision is your defense. Keep communication clear, written, and calm. Do not overshare, do not speculate, and do not seek validation from those who benefit from misunderstanding. Something huge is waiting for you when you become steady while others remain uncertain. The smiling face relies on emotional imbalance. When you remain balanced, focused, and consistent, the trap begins to reveal itself naturally. No drama. No exposure. Just truth standing still while deception slowly collapses under its own weight. A quiet shift begins here, and it may feel almost invisible if you are not paying close attention. The pressure that once felt external starts to change direction, and this is not by accident. Don't skip this phase, because this is where the trap senses resistance. The smiling face becomes slightly more distant, less involved, as if stepping back to observe the damage. Stay till the end, because this is the moment when patience becomes your greatest advantage. What once felt confusing now starts to repeat, and repetition always reveals intention. Notice how certain narratives stop growing the moment you stop reacting to them. Something huge is waiting for you in that silence. When you no longer explain yourself unnecessarily, when you stop filling gaps that were never yours to fill, the structure weakens. Don't skip this understanding. Manipulation needs movement, emotion, and response. Without those, it loses direction. You may feel an urge to clear your name or prove your intentions, but restraint here is strength. Calm consistency speaks louder than defense ever could. Now take this final insight with you. Stay till the end of this awareness, because this is where control quietly returns to you. Focus on your work, your integrity, and your steady presence. Document facts, keep boundaries firm, and let time do what it always does best. Something huge is waiting for you when truth is allowed to stand without interference. The smiling face cannot compete with clarity. And without confrontation, without noise, without fear, the trap dissolves on its own, leaving you exactly where you belong, unshaken, aware, and ahead. A new calm begins to settle, but this calm is not weakness, it is awareness becoming permanent. This is the stage where the environment starts responding to your steadiness. Don't skip this part, because this is where outcomes quietly change. The same people who once felt distant begin to observe more carefully. Small signals appear. Questions become clearer, conversations feel more direct, and uncertainty slowly shifts away from you. Stay till the end, because this phase proves something powerful. Truth does not need urgency. Watch how the smiling face adjusts. Something huge is waiting for you in this observation. When manipulation no longer finds emotion to attach to, it seeks new ground. You may notice her energy redirecting elsewhere, her attention moving away from you, as if the plan is being silently abandoned. Don't skip this detail. This is not defeat through confrontation, this is resolution through consistency. The absence of reaction removes the reward, and without reward, intention fades. Now let this final thought anchor you. Stay till the end of this understanding, because it completes the cycle. You did not need to expose, accuse, or defend. You needed clarity, patience, and self-control. Something huge is waiting for you when you realize this lesson will protect you far beyond this moment. Situations change, faces change, but patterns repeat. And now, you recognize them. That recognition is your quiet power, and it stays with you wherever you go. The final layer of awareness arrives softly, almost like a whisper, yet it carries immense weight. This is the moment you realize how much stronger you have become without anyone noticing the transformation. Don't skip this part, because this understanding stays with you long after the situation fades. The workplace no longer feels unpredictable, because you see it clearly now. Smiles, words, and gestures no longer confuse you. You understand that intention always leaves a trail, even when hidden behind kindness. Stay till the end, because this is where confidence returns in its purest form. Something huge is waiting for you when you trust your perception without becoming suspicious of everyone. Balance is the key. You are observant, not guarded, calm, not careless. The smiling face that once held influence no longer defines the atmosphere around you. Your consistency has quietly reset the narrative. Without conflict, without exposure, the truth has repositioned itself naturally. Now carry this final realization forward. Don't skip this truth in future moments. The lesson was never about one person. It was about recognizing patterns early and responding with composure. Something huge is waiting for you when you move through life with this level of awareness. You no longer fear hidden intentions, because you know how to stand steady when they appear. And that steadiness becomes your protection, your clarity, and your silent advantage wherever you go. A deeper stillness settles now. And in that stillness, you begin to notice how the environment aligns itself around you. This is not coincidence. Don't skip this moment, because it reveals the aftermath of quiet strength. The tension that once lingered in the background starts to dissolve, and conversations feel lighter, more honest. Stay till the end, because this is where you understand that awareness reshapes reality without making noise. Something huge is waiting for you in this phase of observation. People respond differently when they sense stability. Trust begins to rebuild naturally, not through explanation, but through presence. The smiling face no longer controls the flow, because influence cannot survive where clarity lives. Don't skip this truth. When you stop feeding confusion, order returns on its own. The space you hold becomes clear, and clarity attracts respect. Now let this final calm settle into confidence. Stay till the end of this understanding. You are no longer reacting to hidden plans. You are moving ahead of them. Something huge is waiting for you when you carry this awareness forward into every space you enter. What once tried to trap you has become a lesson, and that lesson has sharpened your perception. Quietly, steadily, you move forward, unaffected, grounded, and prepared for whatever comes next. A subtle strength now surrounds you, and it changes how everything responds to your presence. This is not something you announce, it is something others feel. Don't skip this part, because this is where inner authority replaces doubt. The workplace no longer feels like a maze of hidden intentions. You begin to notice how situations that once felt heavy now resolve themselves without effort. Stay till the end, because this phase confirms that composure reshapes outcomes. The smiling face that once seemed powerful now feels distant, almost irrelevant, as if the story has quietly moved past her influence. Something huge is waiting for you in this expanded awareness. You realize that manipulation only survives when it is misunderstood. Now, you understand timing, silence, and restraint. Don't skip this truth. The more grounded you become, the more transparent others appear. Words that once confused you now reveal their intent clearly. You stop replaying conversations in your mind, because clarity has replaced overthinking. Stay till the end of this realization. When you stop questioning your instincts and start trusting consistent patterns, confidence becomes natural, not forced. Now take this deeper lesson forward with calm certainty. Don't skip this understanding, because it will guide you again. Something huge is waiting for you when you realize you no longer need to defend your position. Your presence speaks through reliability, discipline, and balance. You are not hardened, you are refined. Stay till the end of this moment in your heart. What once tried to unsettle you has instead strengthened your awareness. And from this point on, wherever smiles hide intentions, you will recognize the difference instantly, without fear, without noise, and without ever losing your peace. A quiet confidence now moves with you, and others begin to respond to it without realizing why. This is the phase where influence shifts naturally, not through control, but through consistency. Don't skip this part, because it shows how power changes hands without announcement. Your words carry weight again, your actions are noticed, and your presence feels steady. Stay till the end, because this is proof that patience always outlasts hidden agendas. Something huge is waiting for you in this clarity. You start seeing situations before they fully form, sensing shifts in tone, timing, and intent. Don't skip this awareness. What once felt confusing now feels predictable. You are no longer inside the trap, you are outside, observing it dissolve. The smiling face fades into the background, no longer shaping outcomes, no longer directing energy. Stay till the end of this realization. When manipulation loses mystery, it loses strength. Now let this final understanding guide you forward. Don't skip this truth, because it will serve you beyond this place. Something huge is waiting for you when you trust your steady path and refuse to rush clarity. You move forward without fear, without hesitation, and without needing approval. The lesson is complete, and the calm you carry becomes your advantage, silent, unshakable, and enduring wherever you go. A deeper sense of control now settles within you, and it is calm, not loud. This is the kind of control that comes from understanding, not dominance. Don't skip this part, because this is where maturity replaces reaction. You no longer scan the room with doubt, you read it with clarity. Every interaction feels simpler, because you are no longer guessing intentions. Stay till the end, because this stage reveals how awareness reshapes confidence without effort. Something huge is waiting for you in this expanded perception. You recognize that true strength is knowing when not to engage. Don't skip this truth. Silence becomes a tool, not a weakness. The more you stay centered, the more distorted behavior exposes itself naturally. You don't chase explanations, and you don't correct every misunderstanding. Stay till the end of this realization. Consistency has become your language, and others understand it clearly. Now carry this refined understanding forward. Don't skip this lesson, because it protects your peace in every environment. Something huge is waiting for you when you realize that you no longer need to be alert all the time. You are prepared. You are aware. And that awareness moves with you quietly. What once tried to disrupt your balance has instead sharpened your perception. From here on, you walk forward steady, focused, and untouched by hidden intentions. A composed clarity now defines how you move, speak, and decide. This is not something you learned overnight, it was built through patience and restraint. Don't skip this part, because it marks a quiet turning point. You no longer feel the need to anticipate every move around you. The workplace rhythm feels steady again, and your role within it feels secure. Stay till the end, because this phase shows how stability becomes visible without announcement. People sense reliability, and reliability reshapes trust. Something huge is waiting for you in this realization. You begin to notice how others adjust their behavior around you, choosing words more carefully, approaching with respect rather than curiosity. Don't skip this truth. When clarity replaces confusion, influence returns naturally. You are no longer reacting to subtle pressure, you are setting the tone by simply being consistent. Stay till the end of this awareness. The smiling face no longer distracts you, because you understand that expressions change, but patterns do not. And you now read patterns with ease. Now let this understanding settle deeply. Don't skip this final thought, because it completes the lesson. Something huge is waiting for you when you accept that growth often comes disguised as challenge. You did not lose ground, you gained vision. You did not fall into a trap, you learned how to step around one. Stay till the end of this moment in your mind. From here forward, you carry calm authority, steady focus, and quiet confidence. And wherever you go next, this awareness moves with you, protecting your path without making a sound. A strong inner alignment now holds you steady, and it feels different from anything before. This is not tension or alertness, it is grounded certainty. Don't skip this part, because this is where self-trust becomes unbreakable. You no longer look outside for reassurance. Your decisions feel clear the moment they form. Stay till the end, because this clarity is the reward for patience. The noise around you fades, and what remains is focus. Something huge is waiting for you in this deeper awareness. You start recognizing truth instantly, without overthinking or doubt. Don't skip this truth. When intentions are hidden, your calm presence brings them to the surface naturally. You don't expose anyone, time does it for you. Stay till the end of this realization. The smiling face that once carried weight now blends into the background, powerless against consistency and calm. Your steadiness has become the standard. Now take this refined strength forward. Don't skip this lesson, because it will protect you again. Something huge is waiting for you when you realize that peace is not passive, it is powerful. You move without fear, speak without hesitation, and pause without discomfort. Stay till the end of this understanding. You are no longer navigating uncertainty, you are moving through clarity. And clarity, once earned, becomes a shield that never needs to be raised. A quiet sense of completion now surrounds you, and it feels like standing on solid ground after a long crossing. This is the moment where you realize nothing more needs to be proven. Don't skip this part, because this awareness changes how you carry yourself forever. The workplace no longer feels like a test. It feels neutral, steady, predictable. Stay till the end, because this is where pressure finally releases. What once felt personal now feels small, and what felt heavy now feels distant. Something huge is waiting for you in this calm understanding. You see clearly that the trap was never about hurting you, it was about control through confusion. Don't skip this truth. When confusion ended, control ended with it. You did not win by exposing anything. You won by becoming unreachable to manipulation. Stay till the end of this realization. The smiling face loses all relevance when you no longer respond to subtle games. Indifference, grounded in clarity, becomes your quiet boundary. Now let this final stability settle into your identity. Don't skip this lesson, because it follows you everywhere. Something huge is waiting for you when you understand that not every challenge comes to stop you, some come to sharpen you. You move forward lighter, calmer, and more certain than before. Stay till the end of this moment within yourself. What once tried to pull you into distraction has instead anchored you in strength. And from here on, you walk ahead focused, protected, and fully aware. A deeper confidence now lives in your silence, and it cannot be shaken by external noise. This is not withdrawal, it is mastery. Don't skip this part, because this is where inner control becomes effortless. You no longer feel the need to explain yourself or correct every assumption. Stay till the end, because this stage proves that true authority does not demand attention. It exists quietly, firmly, and without strain. Something huge is waiting for you in this heightened self-awareness. You recognize how quickly energy shifts when you remain composed. Don't skip this truth. Situations that once felt unstable now resolve themselves without your involvement. The smiling face has no entry point anymore, because your boundaries are clear and calm. Stay till the end of this realization. When you stop offering emotional access, manipulation loses all leverage. Now carry this final depth of understanding forward. Don't skip this lesson, because it strengthens every step you take. Something huge is waiting for you when you accept that peace is an active choice. You move with intention, respond with clarity, and pause with confidence. Stay till the end of this awareness. You are no longer affected by hidden agendas. You are centered, prepared, and quietly in control of your path. A steady rhythm now guides you, and it feels natural, almost effortless. This is the phase where awareness becomes instinct. Don't skip this part, because it explains why nothing unsettles you anymore. You walk into spaces without scanning faces or reading tones too deeply. Stay till the end, because this is where freedom quietly appears. When your inner state is stable, external behavior loses its power to distract you. The workplace feels neutral again, not charged, not heavy, just clear. Something huge is waiting for you in this calm momentum. You notice how opportunities align when you are no longer distracted by hidden games. Don't skip this truth. Focus sharpens when noise disappears. Your work speaks cleanly, your decisions land firmly, and your presence feels reliable to others. Stay till the end of this realization. The smiling face no longer registers as a signal at all, because your attention has moved to what truly matters. Influence fades when it no longer has an audience. Now let this clarity carry you forward without effort. Don't skip this understanding, because it defines how you protect your peace long-term. Something huge is waiting for you when you realize you don't need to anticipate every move to stay safe. You are grounded. You are aware. Stay till the end of this moment internally. What once demanded vigilance now requires nothing from you. And in that ease, you step ahead with quiet certainty, steady focus, and a confidence that does not seek permission to exist. A quiet mastery now defines how you move through every interaction, and it feels deeply settled. This is not caution, it is wisdom in motion. Don't skip this part, because this is where awareness transforms into grace. You no longer measure people by words alone. Stay till the end, because you read consistency without effort. Patterns reveal themselves naturally when you are no longer emotionally pulled by them. Something huge is waiting for you in this refined perception. You understand now that control loses meaning when you stop participating in invisible games. Don't skip this truth. The more neutral you remain, the more clarity expands around you. Others respond to your steadiness with respect, even if they cannot explain why. Stay till the end of this realization. The smiling face has no stage left, because attention has moved elsewhere, toward reliability, balance, and truth. Now take this final layer of understanding with you. Don't skip this lesson, because it follows you into every new environment. Something huge is waiting for you when you recognize that peace is not something you defend, it is something you maintain. You move forward untouched by subtle manipulation, guided by calm awareness. Stay till the end of this moment within yourself. You are no longer reacting to what is hidden. You are living from clarity, and clarity quietly leads the way. The realization now settles so deeply that it feels like part of your nature, not a lesson you have to remember. This is the stage where calm no longer requires effort. Don't skip this part, because it explains why nothing rattles you anymore. Situations that once demanded emotional energy now pass through you without leaving a mark. Stay till the end, because this is where self-respect becomes visible without words. You are no longer proving anything, reacting to anything, or adjusting yourself for anyone. Your presence alone communicates boundaries. Something huge is waiting for you in this grounded awareness. You recognize that the real victory was never about outsmarting someone else, but about mastering your own responses. Don't skip this truth. When you stopped feeding uncertainty, you starved manipulation. When you chose consistency over explanation, you reclaimed control. Stay till the end of this realization. The workplace no longer defines your mood or your worth. You define it through steadiness, discipline, and clarity. Others sense this shift, even if they cannot explain it. Now let this understanding settle as a permanent strength. Don't skip this final depth, because it will guide you far beyond this chapter. Something huge is waiting for you when you realize that awareness does not fade once earned. It sharpens with time. You move forward without fear of hidden intentions, because you know how to stand firm without becoming rigid. Stay till the end of this moment within yourself. What once tried to distract you has instead refined you. And from here on, you walk with quiet authority, clear vision, and an inner calm that nothing external can disturb. A sense of closure now surrounds you, not as an ending, but as a quiet completion. This is the moment where the lesson fully integrates into who you are. Don't skip this part, because it shows how strength becomes effortless. You no longer revisit the past or replay old moments in your mind. Stay till the end, because peace arrives when reflection turns into understanding. The situation no longer holds emotional weight, it has served its purpose and released you. Something huge is waiting for you in this final awareness. You realize that clarity does not shout, and truth does not rush. Don't skip this truth. When you stayed calm, consistent, and observant, everything aligned naturally. The smiling face lost relevance without confrontation, and control dissolved without conflict. Stay till the end of this realization. What once seemed complex now feels simple, because you see it from above, not inside it. Now carry this calm forward as part of your identity. Don't skip this final understanding, because it defines how you move next. Something huge is waiting for you when you trust your inner steadiness completely. You step ahead without hesitation, without doubt, and without fear of repetition. Stay till the end of this moment internally. The chapter has closed, the lesson remains, and you move forward grounded, aware, and quietly unshakable. A final stillness settles within you, not empty, but complete. This is where everything aligns without effort. Don't skip this part, because it seals the transformation. You are no longer alert because you must be, you are calm because you understand. Stay till the end, because this is the quiet victory most people never notice. The workplace, the people, the smiles, none of them control your inner state anymore. You have stepped beyond reaction. Something huge is waiting for you in this closing awareness. You recognize that awareness is not about suspicion, but about clarity. Don't skip this truth. When you learn to stand steady, the trap lost all meaning. It did not fail because you fought it, it failed because you outgrew it. Stay till the end of this realization. The smiling face no longer holds a story in your life. It is simply a face, without influence, without weight. Now let this final understanding move with you into whatever comes next. Don't skip this moment within yourself. Something huge is waiting for you when you walk forward grounded in self-trust. You carry calm authority, quiet confidence, and clear perception. This is not an ending, it is a foundation. And from here on, wherever you go, you move untouched by hidden intentions, guided by clarity, and anchored in a peace that does not need to announce itself.